Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. This is Kristen, and today I am going to do this scrap lift. This is a design team sketch from Anne Marie Bryant's website. It is www.scrapbookingwithanemarie.com. This sketch is from the free website, and there's also a paid membership part of it that has other options and more tutorials and Zoom gatherings and things like that too. So this is what we're doing. I turned it a little bit. I've done one that was kind of like this, and so this one is going to be more like this, but I kind of took the pictures and turn them like this. So let's see what it's gonna look like. So it has a 11.5 inch square around, and then the 1/2 inch, well, it's a 1/4 inch border on both sides. So I picked this gorgeous marble. I love this. My sister bought me this for Christmas, and I am loving this paper pad. It is a color book, and it has tons of gorgeous marble colors. I was looking for it to show it to you, but it is somewhere in this mess of a stash. So I just thought this was really pretty. The pictures that I am working with are from our adventure to North Carolina. We went on the the battleship, USS Battleship North Carolina, and I have a bunch of different pictures. I've already done one page with the similar, it's the same scrap lift, but kind of turned on its head. So first things first, since I'm going to do it the way that it was kind of intended, the first thing I did was I attached this 11.5 by 11.5 onto a 12 by 12. I always like to cut the back out. If you are a penny pincher like me, you know, that's the thing to do. So that was the first thing I did. So the next step is to get this 2-inch border, well, it is kind of a border. So with the help of my extremely talented and artistic daughter, she helped me pick some color schemes, because I'm always, especially with a pattern, I'm always a little squeamish because I'm terrible at picking that stuff. So I have already put adhesive tear and tape on the back, which I love this stuff. I put it on a little too far down because this paper is a smidge off of 12 by 12, I guess, or the tan colored paper is a bit more than, well, I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off down here. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I almost cut the whole corner off. All right, that is my scissors I use to cut things that are sticky, because you should always have a pair of scissors to use for that. Okay, so the next thing is to use a strip. This is a 1/2 inch strip right here, and in this picture it's like a dark yellow, you can see. So I did not get anything out for that. How about that? That is kind of the way I roll. Let's see here. I have paper for days everywhere. So actually, I think I'm going to use this. Let me make sure this is the long one. Nope, it's not. Bear with me. This is why I call it scrapbooking on the fly, because I am like, so this color is actually not in this beautiful paper, but the matching page that I have, I don't typically do double layouts unless my what I'm doing like calls for it. Like I did a double layout last night of my mom with my son when he was little, and there were a ton of pictures, but one of them was really precious. And so I did one page with one picture, and like it was super focused on that one picture. And then I had all these tiny small ones of them playing around. So I made a whole other page. So I did match that up and everything. But typically I don't do a whole lot. I don't want that to be right there. I don't do a lot of double layouts. And I know some people like that's all they do, and I think that's great. Because then, you know, you've got a lot of continuity with your pages, and you're not trying to match up one page to another that have nothing to do with the other thing. Okay, so the next thing that I will lay out is, instead of doing circles on this layout, because we are on a battleship, I made these on my Cricut, and I have 3 of those that I'm gonna lay down here. And I will tack those down in a minute once I get them figured out where I want to put them. So the next thing after that is going to be these 2 7x7 squares. And they are just slightly off center. So I think I want these to be mostly lined up with each other. And I may have to move them a little, so I don't want to tack them down yet. I make that mistake often. So these are the 2 colors I've chosen. And originally I had the green back here and this brown on the front. It's so darkened. So I decided to put the brown in the back and bring this bright, lovely green towards the front. And I think I want to lay it like this. I know that the anchor is going to, this one in the middle is going to get some coverage, and I think that is okay. In the actual sketch, the 3rd circle is down lower. So if I wanted it to be like that, I could make this down. I haven't decided. So we'll see. And then these are my pictures. I have this sweet picture of my niece and my daughter on one of the big artillery pieces. I have this other picture of my niece and my daughter being really silly on another piece of artillery. Thank goodness none of that stuff is actually working. And then I have this cute picture. This is one that they did that they took there with the background of the We Can Do It. And of course the girls are being silly. So this is backed up on white paper. I did this on gray because the gray is the same as the anchors, as well as I just really felt like that was the color palette of the battleship. And then this peachy sandy kind of color is this, pulls this color out right here. So I loved the color spray. I'm gonna have to bring all of this down though a little, because, yeah, you get back up there. I have one more thing I wanna add for sure, and then I've got some embellishments I wanna add. So I'm gonna bring this down. I want both these corners to come down here. So I wanted you to be able to see those still. So I think that'll still fit. So on my Cricut, I see all these little like Project Life cards that have little quotes and phrases and stuff on them. So I kind of just made my own. This is just on tan cardstock. I used the Cricut markers and wrote this out myself. It wasn't like on Design Space. I just looked up a bunch of quotes on Google, and I thought this was fitting for how funny the kids were being. If it's not fun, you're not doing it right. And I just want to tuck this in here so you can see it. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way all of this is laid out. I do want to add some brighter embellishments. So I have these great Mambi chips by Me and My Big Ideas, and they're like this shiny, glittery pink, which of course is not in here, but I really wanted some bright, I don't want to say feminine because, like, you know, my son's favorite color is pink. But I really wanted to do some bright you know, lovely colors, not just like this dark. That would be like a nice focal point. So I am trying to decide which ones I'll use, and I have this 4th sheet. I ended up tearing the packaging accidentally. It has all these great pictures in it. It's so great. I love these. I've used quite a few. You can't tell, but I've used quite a few of these in the pages that I've been doing. Let's see. So I think I'm going to use this one that says the best day ever, because we did have a really good time. And also, I want to use this one. It says laughing, because the girls are like laughing and having a good old time. So I'm just going to try this out and put this down on here. I have not taped anything down, so I'm not really gonna. So earlier I started doing a video of the other page that I did, which I'll show you before in the video, and I had it almost all completed, and my husband walked in, so I had to stop. I need to put something on my door when I'm in here doing this. Oh gosh. But anyway, I was explaining how I made, that's noisy. I made another page for the battleship, and so when I was explaining how I had made it, and that it's not a boat, it's a ship, because it's a battleship. And my husband's in the military, so he made a point of telling me multiple times that it was not a boat, it was a battleship. And so, and then I kept going on with the video, and I kept saying boat over and over again. And I thought, oh my gosh. So anyway, okay, so this is what the page layout's gonna look like. I'm gonna tack everything down, and this is what I'm really happy with the way this looks. I feel like it's got enough of this bright pink in it to point the focus to these sweet girls that I loved. This was, by the way, 11 years ago, 10 years ago. And this is the page that I worked out earlier. Like I said, I flipped it on its head, and then I flipped it again because I ended up putting the border at the top, flipping the pictures all together. So, and using this really neat paper with a compass on it. And then I added this little embellishment that came with it, and this one down here that it says explore. And I just really enjoyed this. I decided to use these bigger circles on this one because I loved this tag from, it's a color book travel page kit. And it had these tags, and this it's got some neat papers that I'll use for traveling other things later, but I really wanted to use this voyage, and I thought it would be neat to be one of the circles. So then the circles had to be a little too big for this 2-inch thing, so I covered it a little with this blue border, and then I added some stickles in blue just to bring some, like, an arrowing point to the pictures. So I really enjoyed making this page, and I'm sorry that I cannot post the actual process video for it since it got messed up, but that's okay, because that's what happens in life. So I'm loving this. Set it aside so that the stickles come completely dry. Do not stack pages until they've been completely dry. So I am going to tack these down and finish this page up, and I hope that you all have a great night, and we'll come back and visit some more. I'm going to do some more beach pages, and I will be posting different layouts, and typically my thing is not layouts. I usually just kind of scrap how I'm feeling. So you never know what you're going to get in these videos. It could be a layout like this. It could be a challenge where Anne Marie, the one who runs the site that I'm on, will tell us to use like certain colors or shapes or designs, certain size papers, this amount of pictures, this amount of stickers, whatever. We did florals yesterday, and I made floral pages. This is when I was talking about the pictures with my son. See, this is a picture of my mom and my son. And so I did this matching page to go with it. So, of all the funny pictures of them. So anyway, the theme for this was, this was the tutorial, this page with the stripes. And they wanted us to add some flowers. So I added some flowers. So anyway, I hope you will come back and see me, and we'll do some more videos and scrap some more pages and get those memories down. I hope you all have a great night.